Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. So, last episode, we were looking for a new safe house. We found one, but unfortunately, it was quite heavily occupied by the undead. So, we ended up crashing and spending the night in this house nearby. What I'm thinking we want to do today is actually take ourselves back and try and clear the place out. We've still got our baseball bat, and we've been rather effective with that. So we're going to head back up to the road up this way and see what the zombie situation is like. There's also another house down here we could check out if we need to. So hopefully a lot of the zombies that were drawn towards the house up here will have wandered away overnight. Okay, we can definitely still see several, and there's a bunch of them over there as well. So this is going to be quite risky. We'll see how this goes. Obviously, we want to take them, one at a time. There we go. Get this one. Come on. Okay, that's one down. These two are coming at us. She's quite fast. Okay, she's down. Let's get the third one. He's down. Do these people have anything on them we could possibly use? Doesn't look like it. So as I mentioned previously, this is actually really good. These walls are unclimbable, and currently I don't believe they can be damaged either. So you can really fortify this place once you block off the entrance here. Now we just need to keep attracting the zombies that are wandering around. And then hopefully we can get inside this house and see what it's like. I'm just going to check around the edge here. Make sure there's none behind us. Yeah, okay, we look to be clear. There's definitely at least one more up there. Okay, I'm going to let him come to us. Yeah, he's a noisy one. Ooh, missed entirely. Nope, stay down. There we go. Okay, nothing on him either. Anyone at the back here? Anyone at all? I'm worried about these trees here. I can't see if there's anyone in the back corner. That looks to be clear. Just run by them. That would have normally got someone's attention. I could try shouting, but that would carry quite a way, and I don't want to attract too much attention now that we've just cleared this place out. So, looks fairly clear indoors. Nope, no luck on the door. Try the window. There we go. And it doesn't sound like there's an alarm. Let's check out. This is the bathroom. Yeah, okay, no zombies in the bathroom, which is a good start. That's a bit odd. There's no door between the bedroom and the living room, but okay. Well, yeah, I think we could make this work for us. We've got some sheets here, so we can start blocking up these front two windows. Anything useful in the... Yeah, okay. There is a fair bit of stuff here. Ooh, there's some chocolate. Now I wonder if maybe eating this chocolate might make us a bit happier, because we are still getting a tad weepy. No, unfortunately, we're still going to be a tad weepy. Any good books? No. Okay, well, let's start making this into our new safe house, and to do that, we're going to grab the sheets we saw. So, grab that, and grab that. And I'm going to start by blocking off these windows, so we'll close that window. Have we got any nails on us? No. So, where are my nails? Here we go. Let's just... that's going to take a little while, because we've got quite a lot of nails on us now. I probably should have only done half of that. But we should be able to add a sheet to that. There we go. And now close the curtain. Oh, okay, I've just turned off a lamp. I wondered what it was trying to tell me I could turn off. Add a sheet to that. There we go. And we will close that. Now, while we're here, we might as well... Oop. Can I use the sink? There we go. Fill up our water bottle, make sure we're good on water. And take a drink. Okay, so at least if anything wanders inside our little compound area here, we won't get too much trouble. They won't be able to see inside the building. And we've cleared the immediate area, so that's quite handy. Now, they've wandered a bit further off, so that's good. What I'm going to do is run down to the house we spent the night in and start grabbing stuff from there. Eventually, we'll need to go down and grab all of the stuff that we have stockpiled in our current safe house. I'm just debating to myself if that's better to do on or off camera. Might be a little bit boring for everyone to see, but, well, you know, it'll take a couple of trips across a good chunk of the map. So there is the possibility that it could get a little bit exciting. I'm going to grab that flour. I believe we can make bread, which might be interesting. Don't need a can opener. Not too worried about those seeds at the moment. Was there anything else upstairs? Can't remember if there was anything upstairs we wanted. No, don't need some soap. Would be nice if we could use soap in the game. You know, maybe clean off all the zombie guts and brains we've got. A normal hiking bag. To be honest, it can't hurt to have spare bags on us, just in case we, for any reason, lose one. Weight is going up. Is there anything in this last bedroom? No, that's just a little office. Okay. So we've cleared out this house, and we're doing pretty well. Yeah, we're still, you know, only on half our carrying capacity, so let's have a look at the house down this way, and we'll see what we can see. Oh, we can see some zombies. Okay. I shouldn't be surprised by that, really. You know, it's a zombie apocalypse. Oh, hang on. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zombies. Ugh. Do I want to tackle 7 zombies? But... wow, that was quick. He went down without a fight. That is a lot of zombies. There's more than 7 zombies there. No. I want to have a look at that house, but I don't think it's worth fighting that many zombies for. I think possibly in this situation, discretion might be the better part of valor. So let's go back here and drop off what we've nabbed from that house. And we'll stop. What? Where did... excuse me? Where did you guys come from? And why are you in my safe house? I don't know why that happened. Possibly they have just spawned here. Because I'd be surprised if all 4 of them just happened to wander in as soon as I left. And there definitely wasn't anyone here before I left. I checked. I was very careful about that. I can still hear a zombie. Ah! Oh, maybe they've been walking around the fence. Maybe I made some noise on my way out. Okay. Well, that doesn't bode terribly well. Okay. That's a bit alarming, you know, zombies crawling out of the woodwork there. Now, it's also worth noting our bat is getting quite badly damaged. It's, yeah. We have already repaired this 3 times, and its condition is, well, down to at least 25%, I'd say. We do have a hammer as a backup weapon, but it's not great. Right, let's start putting some stuff into the fridge here, shall we? Keep the chips on us. We'll put that away for now. Put the egg away. Oh, that's a flour. Okay, we can put flour in the fridge. I don't think you meant to put flour in the fridge, but nothing happens when you put flour in the fridge, does it? Maybe we'll find out. Pineapple. Oh, still got a spare sheet on us. Well, that can go into one of these cupboards quickly. We'll drop off this ammunition. Our pistol is still back at our house. I don't really want to be using that anytime soon. Unless it was to clear out a particularly troublesome swarm of zombies. Would be quite a quick way of dealing with the zombie problem at that house I wanted to check out. Leave that sheet here. And we'll drop off that hiking bag. Okay. So, well, it's getting quite late in the day. Let's just do a scout around our perimeter and see kind of what the zombie situation is. The way they appear to come around the corner at the slightest drop of noise does make me a little bit alarmed. Do we want to go into the woods tonight? Because I can guarantee we won't be playing with bloody bears. Oh, we're getting a bit drowsy. We have been running around quite a lot. Okay, this seems fairly clear. Ooh, there's a box. Okay, I want to see what's in the box. We're a little tired and we're a little hungry, which means we're not going to be fantastic at combat. Oh, there's a little group of them down there as well. I should be able to deal with these two fairly easily. And then I can take a look at that box and, you know, nick whatever's inside. Come on, last one. Boom. There we go. No problem. There's nothing in the box. Okay. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. You know, if you find a random box in the middle of nowhere, you kind of expect there to be something in it. Okay. So there are quite a lot of zombies around the area, but none too close. One of the reasons I'm interested in that is because I'm going to want to start chopping wood at some point. Once we find an axe, we're going to start taking down some of these trees, and that will give us planks of wood. Well, it will give us logs, and then we can use a saw to turn them into planks of wood. And that will mean we can start building furniture and barricades and walls. But, you know, it seems to be fairly quiet at the moment. No, it's not too terrible. So yeah, it's getting a bit late and it's starting to get a bit dark. We'll head inside. What have we got for food then? We've got a slice of cake. Ah. We are still a bit weepy, but taking away our happiness doesn't seem to be helping with that. Oh, screw it, we'll eat it. Sorry, I just had to pause the game there very quickly because I needed to sneeze. Well, that has given us a slightly fed. Let's have something else. We've got a watermelon. Have I got a knife on me? I don't believe I've got a knife. Ah, there we go. There's a kitchen knife. Right, grab that. Grab our watermelon. And we will turn the watermelon into sliced watermelon. There we go. We will eat... Well, we're just going to eat a couple of those. Not very much nutrition out of them. They're probably a little bit old. So we'll eat that one. And we will eat that one. And then the rest of these we'll put back into the fridge so they keep. Unlike the other one, which didn't keep very well after I ran around with it on a hot day in my pocket. It wasn't my best plan. Let's put that kitchen knife back as well. I suppose we'll put it in here. Haven't got this organised yet. It does bother me a little bit that I don't have it organised, but I'll try not to let that get in the way of stuff. Okay, so it's getting pretty late. Well, it's not quite bedtime. We're bored, drowsy, and a little bit weepy. Maybe this book will help. Let's read a book for an hour or two. So there we go. He's reading the book. He's read the entire book. Wow. But that did get rid of our being sad weepy. Apparently the book was good for human contact. Nice to know. I'm a fan of reading myself, so yeah, I'm pretty happy to see that in the game. That did go far quicker than I was expecting. I was going to fast forward time hopefully for an hour or two. So looks like we're just going to have to wait a bit. Let's speed up time till about 9. There we go. Alright, time to put ourselves to bed. 9 hours? Yeah. Guess up just after 6, and that'd be quite good. Okay, it's now the next day. How many days have we been alive so far? If I look on the info screen, there we go. We have 10 days, 21 hours, and we've killed 57 zombies with a baseball bat. That's pretty good. Right, let's grab... let me close that down for a second. Make sure to fill our water bottle and drink some water. We've still got... yeah, we've got some jerky on us. And we've got some crisps. Let's eat the jerky for breakfast. There we go. That should keep us going for a while. And let's head out and check the zombie situation. I'm hearing the rustling of wind in the trees, but not the moaning of zombies. So, personally, that's a win-win. Okay. Still getting that little graphical error with the zombie corpses, which is quite amusing. Oh, have they moved up the road? No, not very far. That's a shame. That is a shame. I would have liked it if I could have got a bit closer to them there. Not to them, but to the house. They were going to start wandering away. Let's see, I think there's some more houses up this way. Yeah, there's a house here. Now, we did spot some zombies in this area. But maybe... I can see one up there already. I like how the vision works through the trees. It's slightly faded out. It looks kind of clear. I don't really want to go through too many trees. Oh god, oh god. How many? 5. I'm just not sure our weapon can survive me taking on 5. Ooh, she's trying to get in the house. We are entering weapon trouble again, unfortunately. Killing 57 zombies has not done our baseball bat any good. It's a bit battered, it's a bit bruised, and it's a bit broken, so we might need to start trying to raid some of these houses and seeing what we can find in terms of weapons, because otherwise we're going to be just down to our hammer. And without a weapon, I'm not sure I want to try and run all the way home. So I think I'm going to pause this episode here. I'm going to actually pause the game, because that zombie's approaching me, and I want to do my outro. It's very important to me to do the outro. So yeah, we're going to pause this episode here, and next episode we're going to start looking for another weapon. So, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I hope I will see you later. Bye.